Okay. Let's go, Misty. All right, checking my voice, checking my sound. Welcome in everybody to Final Fantasy 14 Online. These are recommended duties. Now, this is a little list that pops up once you hit a certain level and starts to display all the different things around you that you can do that the game thinks would be a great idea for you to get stuck into. Usually at the top of it, you'll find your main story quest, and then there'll be a whole bunch of side quests and even a couple of fates. I have been known to ignore that rather a lot. However, it is useful if you're stuck for a starting point on where to go. Recommended duties, that was that thing. They're helpful for finding quick gil and experience or simply confirming if there are quests or hunting log targets in the area you might have missed. And when I say I ignore it, I actually do glance at it, have a quick check, and then I get on with my day. So it's kind of ignore it that I don't usually follow the recommendations, but I like to be aware of it. Rightio. Conjurer still. Excellent. This is the journey of a white mage. You always start out as a conjurer. Let's have a quick chit chat with Armel. Uh-oh, we're doing trial by wind. Soonish. The reason I'm looking like that is because I want to check my I want to check my IL or my item level, which is the average level of all your items. And item level in Final Fantasy is pretty important. So that's a level 10 trial. I would like my items to be about level 10 before I start it. Hmm. And what level am I? I'm actually level 20, so I'm nicely over leveled. That's good. I have two answers to a lack of gear. One, go get more gear. Two, over level like crazy. Um, and sometimes you'll survive. Anyway, let's go talk to Armel. So we're going to do a few more of these. We're level 20 as our conjurer, but we're only level 13 in our main story quest, and we're only at level. Which trial is that? That's our level 10 trial. We actually do want to do that. Armel, a local at the Mirror Planks, wishes you to salvage cargo from wreckage on the road. Might you assist me with another matter, milady? A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill has overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. Ah, great. By Nofika's grace, the driver escaped without serious injury, but the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. With none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume the goods remain strewn across the road where the incident occurred. Simply follow the road here to the south, and you should come across the wreckage. Salvage what cargo you can, and deliver it to Keitha at Bent Branch Meadows if you would be so kind. So we're not going to do what I did with one of my other characters and completely forget to do our level 10 quest and then get up to White Mage. I don't know how I managed that actually. And then get to, no, that's right, I got to level 50 and forgot to do my quest. And yes. And found myself running, what's it called? Brayflox's long stop with these skills. It was an interesting run and we had a very good tank and I kept them alive. Despite their best efforts to kill themselves, because they're like that, they're a tank. Oh my god, you are not squishing me today, frog boy. I'm still getting the timing right. I'm running a couple of conjurers at the moment, and I definitely find it's hard to tell from the animation when to actually swish it, so I do have to watch the circle at the moment. Although I think once the arm goes forward on the cast, you can then click for the next casting. So that means you can have a high rate of spell casting. I'm not turning the wagon over on my own. I'm only a teeny tiny bunny. Where are we going? Keitha. All right, excuse my voice. It's actually it's just gone 4 o'clock this morning. And I do stream really early. This is Australian time, so I do stream really early because it's when my family is asleep. And my setup is in the lounge room because, well, that's the space we've got. So so we work with it. What am I doing? I'm just running. Running is good. Well, I was running, then I ran out of steam. So we might go and try trial by wind, given that we're double the level we should be. The reason we want to do our level 10 quest is so we can unlock the ability to pick up other jobs. So if I want to pick up carpentry or not healer, botanist or provisioner or whatever, I need to have my level 10 job quest completed. Here we go. Keitha, hi. You have a delivery for me? I sure do, girl. Ah, this is the shipment I was waiting on from Quarry Mill. I heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just up the path from the mirror planks, but I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Seems I can't get through Two Bells these days without hearing some new tale of horrors in the deep croft or bandit cutthroats prowling the woods hereabouts. Makes me wonder if me chocobos are safe at night, it does. If we're ever in need of adventurers' skills, I hope you'll be around to lend a hand. Yeah, let's, boom, level 20. Right. Why don't we go and see, once we pick up this next MSQ, I mean, what we can do is we can follow the MSQ to take us into East Shroud anyway, and that will give us a good idea of where we should be at. No, oh gods, please gods, no, Leah's egg. Mistwalker, you must help me. I stepped out of the stables for but a moment, and when I returned it was gone. What was gone? An egg! Sorry, you are sure that Chocobos will lay another? Ah, you do not understand. The egg is extremely valuable. I must find it. It's kind of like telling someone their baby foal will, their mare will have another foal. It's a bit rude, Mistwalker. Leah's legacy. Ul'dah at Bent Branch Meadows seeks your assistance in finding a lost Chocobo egg. You will help me, won't you, Mistwalker? Oh, thank you, thank you. Someone must have made off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scour oh my goodness. I shall scour every corner of the stable and get everyone searching if you would just go and look for it. Right. I'll ask around. Sorry, guys. I clicked when I shouldn't have. Let's talk to the guards to see if they've seen anything. See anyone acting suspicious? I most certainly did, lass. A man, it was, running off toward the Tamtara Deepcroft. Ah, you say an egg was took, and I'd say that was your culprit. But why would anyone pinch a Chocobo egg? Without the proper learning, it's damn near impossible to get one to hatch. No, well, no wonder Ul'dah is completely beside himself. That's his favourite bird's baby. Ul'dah, Chocobo egg gone missing? Well, let me think. Now that you mention it, the Chocobos were making quite a racket earlier. So much so, in fact, that I ran over to check on them, almost flattening a passing peddler in my haste. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary, though. Could I describe the peddler? Oh, he was an Alazan fellow. Didn't recognize his face. Seemed awfully twitchy. Oh, gods. You don't think he... Why in the hells didn't I accost him? Because you are a nice person and didn't see the evil in another. That's all it is. It's okay. Let's go and check with the other gate. Maybe he ran from one end to the other. I know, it is possible. It is possible. Bernard. Have I seen any odd characters about? Aside from yourself, you mean? Thanks, Bernard. Not that I recall. I did see someone calming the birds, but only from a distance. I assumed it was Ul'dah. But if you say he was away from the stables at the time, then who was that with the Chocobos? Yeah, I know. Now, he reminds me, yes, that we have a hunting log, and we should probably check it. We have everything done except the Northern Vulture, which is in the East Shroud. We're going to just quietly work our way over to the East Shroud, then through the main story quests, I think. So, what we've got, welcome is... Where am I going? In the opposite direction to what I need to. We've got this. Let's go for a jog. I am looking forward to getting my Chocobo, by the way. we're not quite there yet. We still have to leave Gridania. But we're getting there. Slowly but surely. Let's report into Luke a lot and see what he wants. And I'll try not to misclick this time. I know, I like the story. There can be no mistake then. The egg was indeed stolen. And from what you've told me, this was no simple robbery. That the culprit should take only Leia's egg and disregard all the rest tells me we are dealing with someone who well versed in Chocobo breeding. I'm sorry to say that the individual in question is likely to be a citizen of my native Ishgard. Leia, you see, is of the bloodline of Uranus, one of the greatest birds ever to grace an Ishgardian stable. Many a man in my homeland would give his right arm to possess one of Leia's eggs. Gods, I should have foreseen this. We must give chase at once. Hold your chocobos, Luculot. If this egg thief's from Ishgard, like you say, why'd he go running off toward the Tamtara Deepcroft? Unless I've got me mental map upside down, that's the opposite direction. Well, yes, but he may seek to lay a false trail or a... Ah, the why of it is not important. Leia's egg is all that matters. Adventurer, I beg of you, hunt the scoundrel down and take back what he stole. Well, at least you ain't planning on chasing after him yourself, wherever he's from. We may work wonders with our bird, Mistwalker, but acts of dare and do ain't exactly our field. If you don't mind, we'll leave that end of things to you. With luck, you may catch the thief on the road to the Tamtara Deepcroft, but do be careful. We cannot be certain he is working alone on this. All right, let's go. So these are the quests you'll get if you start out in Gridania. There's a different kind of little series of quests for each zone. And yes, I have started a character in each zone. It is awesome. I like the stories. So anyway, off to the Tamtara Deepcroft we go. Let's have a quick flick of our map. We are heading... Where am I? Okay, I'm here. We're heading to here. Let's swing. What? Running out of puff already, Misty? What are you up to? Oops. Okay, I walked you into a tree. That wasn't very nice of me. I know, those buzzing flies, they get me every time. Whoever made the sound for them is did a good job. I grew up out Alice Springs way, Mount Eyes way. I forgot about that. And there are a ton of flies. Regardless of how clean you are, you always seem to catch one and adopt him, and he and his 1,000 friends bother you, and I've hated them ever since. Evil little bunnies. All right. Level 12 dynamite. Right, that explains it. We're only level 20. Usually for these things to not attack you, you need to be 10 levels higher. So the fact we aren't being attacked by every single one is a blessing. It's good practice for your rotation. He is well concealed, isn't he? Where'd he go? Except, of course, for the big flaming circle over his head. That kind of gives him away. Oh no, it's all right. Couple Copo. Duty calls. Commence battle for Leia's legacy. Level sync is in effect. If you're above the maximum allowed level, it will be synced as follows. Level 18. That's not too bad. We are undergeared for this, though. We will have to fix that. I've caught you at last, you spiteful imp. Now hand over the egg. You can't have it, Kupo. This egg belongs to Luculop. Who in Haloni's bloody fury are you? Ah, those sops at Bent Branch hired themselves an adventurer, did they? You seem to have friends. Yet another complication. This farce has gone on long enough. Kill the Moogle and the farmer's hireling and bring me that damned egg. Wow, not one for doing your own dirty work. Oh, we're in so much trouble. Let's back her up a little bit. Let's tab our way across. We are going to wind each one of these guys. I know I'm getting stabbed mercilessly here. Will you stop stabbing me, you evil bunny? Where is my heal spell? On 7, where it ought to be. Right. Ow, you backstabbing little Bridget. I don't like archers. Alright, I like archers. We are missing... Is he healing himself? Or... is there a conjurer I haven't seen? Oh, for goodness sake. Kuplo, you awesome little bunny, you. That wasn't enough. Oh, it was enough. That was pretty good. That I didn't know. Kuplu will actually heal you if you're careless enough to let yourself get injured like that. Looks like my wind is worn off. Well, I did take more than 30 seconds. Oops, and here I am daydreaming while thinking I've got my rotations up. Did he just... that Lance's trick. I know, what else can I smack him with? And this, friends, is why you should be doing your job quests, because it's easier. Let's go with some healing. But the other thing is if you're doing it like this, you're also getting practice in switching between your DPSing, which you need to do as a healer. Did I just hit R? I did. Getting your fingers on the keyboard, right? Maybe this wasn't the best thing to have as my first fight of the day. There we are. Alright, Kuplo, you looking alright, mate? Yes. Once we got the archers off him, he was able to heal us. That's pretty good. Alrighty. Kuplukop. Thank you, Kupo. What's that, Kupo? How did I come to be out here? Mm-hmm. Ah, well, this egg here is Leia's. Leia is a very special Chocobo, in case you didn't know. Anyway, I was having a nap in the stables when that nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal it. Kupo. So I snatched it up as quickly as I could and made a run for it. I was planning to take it back to Bent Branch Meadows myself, but it might be safer if you did it. I'm sure Ul'dah will be very happy to see you, Kupo. I can do that for you. Let's see if we can manage not to get mugged by a Diamite on the way out. Have I actually unlocked any dungeons with this character? I should have done. Let's have a look in Duty Finder. No, that's right. We have not unlocked any dungeons with this character. I know. What's wrong with us? Let's move ourselves, shall we? Alrighty. So usually what I'm doing if I'm leveling a character up, I'll jump into the game, and unless I know I've got any duties, I will jump straight into Duty Finder. So if I've got quests that are coming up, like in the Rogues or some of the Conjurers quests have duties you don't want to be pulled out of, then I'll jump straight into Duty Finder and run those, and I'll run every fate, which actually I've completely run past this one. Goodness me, half my head in the clouds. Alrighty, we have 11 minutes 21. Let's make this Lance's world a little bit better. Oops, we're a bit late to make his world better. He died. Whoops, that's kind of sad. Let's just go this way so we're not standing in the line of fire. I did forget to put the wind up him. There we go. Okay, see if we can do it by animations only. Probably not. I should have actually hit wind on that one. Yeah, okay, so when the hand goes forward, you should be free to hit your next cast. Alright, but I'm still not very quick at it. I'm still quicker if I watch the rotations on the circles. I don't have to watch them all the time though, you just have to kind of catch the last part, which is when you want to do the changeover. Alright, so the objective of Fate is to do its goals until this little bar over here fills up. And once it's filled up, the Fate will be done, and you should get some extra GP, some company seals if you're a part of a brand company, and what else? Oh, and some gold. Gold is kind of important too. XP, gold, and seals. That's why you do fates. Also, if you have a challenge log, you will get extra XP and extra gold after you've done a certain number of them. So it's a good way of leveling. It has a couple of little extra game bits added to it to make your life better. Alright, where are we at? Scores of Dynamites have crawled from their nest holes and gathered near Galvant's spire to search for mates. Join forces with the local wood whaler guard and see that the Vilekin die spouseless. Well, we don't want any more. Like, baby Vilekin are not that cute, right? I wonder if there's a minion. Vilekin, little Dynamite minion. This should be our last one. And as he falls, the rest of the Dynamites get the message and leave. 2000 XP, a whole 22 gold. Do not spend it all in one place, or rather do spend it all in one place. Have we got enough, guys? We don't need those yet. I always ask that when I'm near Bent Branch Meadows because it's one of the few places I can remember that sell Geisel greens for your Chocobo when you have it battling with you, but we don't need it yet. The other thing I've forgotten to do this morning is just check and make sure I have food running, because I didn't even need to do that. I'm being efficient again. Just grab that, because you get your extra 3% of XP, but your spell speed goes up and your vitality goes up. Where am I going? Back to Ul'dah. The long way. We're taking a scenic tour of Bent Branch Meadows. Alright. Ul'dah, did you get... Oh, no, here's your egg. Do you have the egg? Is it safe? It is indeed, my friend. You have a good friend watching over you. Yes, it has the right colouring, the right weight. It is most definitely Leia's egg. I know not how to thank you. You had me worried back there, Mistwalker. It's good to see you and the egg back safe and sound. Well, so I was correct in my assumption that an Ishgardian was involved, albeit one who did not, in fact, make off with the egg. Well, I could hardly have anticipated the intervention of a Moogle. Bugger me! It couldn't be the same one, could it? Might you have encountered our unlikely saviour before, Keitha? Could be I. One of 'em saved my hide back when the calamity struck. I was in a part of the woods what we now call the standing courses that day. Seemed like the whole bleeding forest was ablaze and I couldn't see a yam in front of me for all the smoke. Well nigh giving up hope I had. Then all of a sudden a Moogle appears out of nowhere, tugs at me smouldering sleeve and leads me straight to a bit of the wood where the fire hadn't taken hold. And now you know why the business is called Moogle's Gift Mounts. Seems like the least I could do. I'd be dead if it weren't for that plucky little bugger. Incredible. It may well be that the Moogle has stood vigil over us ever since that day. Aw. Ha! We'd better get back to work then. Wouldn't want to be letting our guardian angel down, would we? Mistwalker, you have our thanks. Oh, and I believe Ul'dah wants to give you a little something for your troubles. Oh, a little something. Alrighty, let's see what he's got. Leia's egg is irreplaceable. I cannot well express to you the depth of my gratitude. And yet I find that I am still troubled. While this whole regrettable episode unfolded, I bore witness to a sight that greatly concerned me. Ooh, base reward. Leather Taj. What am I carrying? I'm carrying. Let's have a Taj. We'll up our equipment as best we can. Budding maple wand and a leather Taj. That's pretty good. I know. Don't get too excited. We now have level 8 IL. That's pretty good. All right, Lucolot. Dread is in the air. Lucolot appears to be in need of assistance. My thanks for your kindness earlier. I hate to impose again, but I have need of your assistance in another matter. One of grave import, I fear. Of late, I have noticed that XIV dirigibles have been appearing over the Twelveswood with increasing regularity. The frequency, however, does not bother me near so much as where they choose to fly. The patch of sky directly above the Guardian Tree. The tree is a sacred site, or so I was given to believe when I first came to Gridania, and thus I naturally assumed that the elementals would not suffer the Ixal to profane it. Yet the birdmen have been coming and going as they pleased, with nary a sign of protest from the guardians of the Twelveswood. And it was that which set me to thinking. Ever since the appearance of the much-talked-about suspicious individual, many and more strange things have been occurring in the forest. Could it be that he did something to the elementals? In case it proved useful, I've committed the details of my sightings to parchments and would ask that you deliver the document to Mother Mune. Please make all haste. I have an irrepressible feeling that something terrible is about to happen. My good friends, if something terrible is about to happen, we should deal with a certain problem in the east. East Shroud. Over there. I think we'll make a little detour. We will see if we can visit the honey yards and do this particular quest. I'm just not confident we have the gear for it. We'll find out. If we die, you'll know we were wrong. Okay, we need to swing to the right and head out past Gilbert Spire. Can we go a little faster, Misty? Yes, we can. All right. I always forget this bridge. I tend to cross the river, you know, and dare the little beasties to do their worst. What are they called again? Big spider-like Yarzan. Dare the river Yarzan to do their worst. Or are they bog Yarzan in this region? They might be bog Yarzan. I know someone left a door open yesterday. We have one fly and it has chosen my corner of the room to be in. It is driving me crazy. Alrighty, here we go. This is how we'll unlock East Shroud if we've never unlocked it before. We do have our mission right conveniently close to where we are, but because I don't feel like doing that run again, I'm actually going to run all the way up to here. And we're going to unlock that aetheryte so we can just teleport in next time we need it. And then on the way back, we're going to deal with our last hunting log entry for level 1. This is where we find our northern vultures. I always used to think the aetheryte was on top of the hill, but actually it's around the base. I know it is very tempting to jump in and do that quest, but it's an irritating quest. But and it will take us in the opposite direction we need to go. Let's speak very quickly to the Chocobo Porter. I won't read it again. Basically, they greet you, ask you if you need a Chocobo, and then register you so that you can use the Chocobos. But this is why we're here. Because we want to be able to use that aetheryte when we need it. Alright, back to where our mission is in the honey yard for our Conjurer, Trial by Wind. Where is The one I want to do is this one here. Do we have carry-in baggage? Yes. There's nothing better than being able to combine your hunting log with a fate, because then you get the bonus from both. We're gonna need to level sync. I'm gonna come to about here. I'm gonna try not to get inundated by these things because they're a little bit challenging. I really miss having my bird. When you've played with a animal companion for a while, well, fine, we'll have this one then. We're getting that slide step down, which is good. So once again, we'll get this done. We might be able to get it done in inside the 4 minutes. We should be able to get done within the 4 minutes. Difficulty rank unlocked. All that means is these northern vultures are actually part of our hunting log, or they were. And they were the very last entry in our level 1. And now, as you can see, the tree slugs are part of our level 2 hunting log, but we won't pick on those until we finish this fate. Like I said, if you let the spell get far enough through, you actually get to finish casting it even when you move. And it's a good skill for spellcasters to develop. Saves your butt in dungeons quite a bit. Means you're not constantly dodging and not doing any damage if you're DPSing. I'm just watching the critters in the background. We've got the tree slugs attacking things like hornet swarms, and the hornet swarms taking a chunk out of them. Or it could just be that there is an invisible player out there in another instance, which may actually be more the case. Eventually you can get the rhythm for your spell casting just from the sound of the cast itself. Eventually. Haven't quite managed it yet. Not 100% of the time anyway. But just as cooks cook by smell and texture and how a dish appears, the spellcasters can go by the rhythm of the cast. No, it's our second last one. Grab this one over here. Oh no, we're getting there slowly. So yeah, if you want to level up quickly in this game, well, it's kind of just take advantage of every opportunity that the game gives you to earn more XP. And fates are just one of those little things that it does. And so are hunting logs. If you go into your hunting log, once we kill 3 tree slugs, we're going to get another 2,300 XP on top of the reward. When we did our rank 1, once we finished our difficulty 1, we were given an extra 2,500 XP on top of the smaller XP rewards for completing each level, and so it goes. We'll just duck back to there. So tree slugs, arbor buzzards, goblin hunters. Yeah, we've got this. And this is basically our level 11 through to 20 hunting log. You find the first 2 levels of your hunting log are always located in your home region. After that, the targets tend to vary. Where is Wolfview? Oh, now I'm going to get wet. That's okay. Wolfview, hi, how are you? You must be Mistwalker. Brother Isumi Yan sent word to expect you. It shall be my pleasure to instruct you on the patterns of gusts and gales. Now, how to proceed? Pray forgive my hesitation, but it was but recently I attained the title of Hera and, well, you were my first student. Yes, I believe I have a suitable task for you. To the east of Sweet Bloom Pier, there is a small spring giving rise to a pool. Go there and clear the air of the honeybee swarm which lately took up residence in the area. You seem uncertain. Mayhap you wonder at the connection between my request and the subject of your study. I sympathize, Mistwalker, but trust me, inexperienced though I may seem, this deed will deepen your understanding of wind. All right, I'll take your word for it. You're the instructor. Now we should be level 21. We should be of a level where most beasties will leave us alone, although there's no northern vultures in that gap, and normally there are, which means there must be an adventurer just gone through. Alrighty. Destination. Honeybee swarm. Let's back it up a little bit. I sense a hostile presence. Yes, because it stung me, man. Unfriendly little swarm. Here we go. Okay, that seemed a little simple. Let's head on back to Wolfview. I know for a minute I was mistaking the Dreaders in the Air Quest. So one of the other things you need to do, well, that helps you a lot with this game. There we are. See, that's what I missed. I am ignoring that nice northern vulture. It's going to peck me in a minute, but anyway. Nope, sounds like it gave up. Rabbit ears not on its menu today. Wolfview, welcome back. I take it the bees are no more. Tell me, did you happen to notice many of the Valkin's preferred flowers in the vicinity of the spring? I ask because there were none. Strange, then, is it not, that the bees should choose to congregate there? And what has caused this aberrant behavior? Still your mind and reach out with your senses. Can you feel it? The path of the wind veers from its natural course, sweeping hapless creatures along in its wake. Something is playing havoc with the air currents. Such a disturbance bespeaks corruption. Return to the spring near Sweet Bloom Pier and search for pockets of corrupted air. Should you find one, use your powers of conjuring to disperse it. Gotcha. Look for corrupted air and get rid of any upset bits that you find. Disperse it. I love the way she makes it sound so simple. Just disperse the corrupted air, dearie. It'll be fine. Mm-hmm. Why run around behind the thing? Because I didn't feel like fighting it. Wow, that came up quick. Alright, now this one you actually have to go over to here and click on it. Unlike the rings of purple where you walk through them and things mug you, this one, oh boy, back it up. That way we get to see everything. I'm going to see if I can just get away with taking out the tainted wind sprite, but I have a feeling no, that's not going to work. We're going to need to take out the wind sprite as well, otherwise we're going to be damaged from two sources, and that's never a fun thing. So take out the ads, and remember to hit the keys, otherwise nothing's going to happen. That should be taken care of by the wind itself. Oh, come on, no, what are you doing? And tab, wind, tab, wind, tab, dose the wind sprite again, tab, take out the ads. The ads, girl, what are you thinking? Oh yeah. Alright, now we're taking out the wind sprite. Let's see if we can get the wind sprite now. What's your health? Because if you die, you fail your test. High level gear makes it a lot easier. Oh my, what are you? Gone is what you are. Take out the tainted wind sprite if you can first. Remove enough ads to not get murderated, but take out the wind sprite as a priority because it brings in more ads as you go. Well done. The wind no longer keens its frustration. Let us return to Full Flower. All right. There we go. See, and look, it's empty again. I know. Makes me wonder where they went. Ah, yeah. Wolfew, I must apologize for exposing you to such danger. The corruption was greater than I anticipated. But it is through such trials that we flourish as conjurers. Now then, Miss Walker, what did you learn as you struggled with the air's grasp? You will doubtless have noticed that wind does not strike with the instant, crushing force of earth. Instead, it torments one's form, dancing across every surface and leaving 1,000 tiny wounds in its wake. These are the agonies of erosion. Having experienced such pain, you are now intimately acquainted with wind's capacity for patient destruction. No land is a stranger to its power. When you stand under distant skies and feel the wind's familiar caress upon your skin, remember the lessons you have learned here this day. I suppose I should be grateful that this latest elemental disturbance manifested itself at such an opportune time. Only the gods know what I would have taught you had it not. Yet the growing frequency of such phenomena begins to concern me. While it is true that the calamity wrought much harm upon the Twelveswood, I suspect some other force is at work here. I bid you remain wary, Mistwalker. Let me just check something. But enough of these ominous rumblings. I regret to say that your time with me is at an end. Return to Stillglade Fane and inform Brother Isumi of your newfound mastery. Oh, and be sure to thank him for sending me such a willing first student. Hey, no problems. All right, returning to Stillglade Fane. I mean, we could do it this way. We could just go and use our home. Actually, let's just use our home return. The other way we can do it is run along this road to Sweet Bloom Pier, take the pier over to where the Lancers Guild is, and then zippity-doo our way to the Conjurer Guild. If we want to do it that way, we could definitely do that. That's all right. Into the Ethernet. Let's have a quick chit-chat with Brother Isumiyan. We'll pick up our next Conjurer's quest, and then we're going to go and visit Mother Mioun. Because we can. And because we have a quest to turn in. I know. And actually I'm a little bit excited because now we get to take on other jobs if we want. And we will be doing that. We'll use them to fill in time while we're waiting for dungeons. Okay. Welcome back, Mistwalker. The elementals inform me that you have opened your ears to the voice of the wind. That is well. Having made allies of 2 elementals, you are well on your way along the path of conjury, though full comprehension of these forces will only come to you in the fullness of time. Be patient. As you seek to embrace nature more fully, so will nature hold you more closely. They made you study wind? Why bother? Oh dear. Here she is, Miss Rebellious 101. You don't need wind to heal things, whatever those dreary lessons tell you. Conjury is inextricably bound with nature, Sylphie. That dreary lesson is one you should have learned by now. I assume by your presence here that you have once again abandoned your tutors. Probably left them behind. You must understand, if you persist in casting spells without the proper knowledge... I have all the knowledge. My mother never needed to embrace nature to heal, and the people she helped were thankful for her art. I'll learn conjury the same way she did, and become just as great a conjurer. You'll see. But I didn't come here to argue with you, Brother Isumi. I wanted to tell you that I've discovered how to cast rays. How? What were you thinking, girl? You know not what you do, what you risk. You're meddling with forces beyond your comprehension. Should you even attempt to use that spell, I will have no recourse but to strip you of the name of conjurer and banish you from our halls. Do I make myself clear? Why must you be so angry with me? It's not as if I was trying to hurt anyone. Oh no. But that's... Sylphie, my dear child, that is precisely the point. My apologies, Mistwalker. I hope you do not find these constant disruptions distracting. As you have just heard, Sylphie's mother was also a conjurer who was unable to use any spells outside of the sphere of healing. Needless to say, Sylphie seeks to emulate her in every way. It is a rare and wondrous talent to heal without relying on the energies of nature. But such power is not born of true conjuring. By all we know of the art, it should not be possible for Sylphie to cast rays. I shudder to think what would happen if she tried. I fear my inability to set her upon the true path reflects my own failings as a teacher. I'm only glad that those same failings have not hindered you. Whether it be with my help or in spite of it, I believe that you will become a fine conjurer. Already you are blessed with great power, and more shall be yours, should you persevere with our art, as indeed I hope you shall. Yet however much you grow, however powerful you become, remember that yours is a power borrowed, not taken. Before you depart, I would speak with you of one further matter. Thus far, you have completed 3 tasks to my satisfaction. I would officially recognize your efforts by granting you leave to join the other guilds. Britannia is home to guilds representing lancers, archers, leatherworkers, carpenters, and botanists. Should any of these paths appeal to you, you are free to seek membership at the associated establishment. I but ask you to bear one thing in mind. While man is given to curiosity and want to explore new paths, only through focus may he attain true enlightenment. Naturally, it would please me most if you placed conjury above other pursuits. Regardless of the path you choose, however, I have every confidence that your deeds will be to the honor of all concerned. Go now, Mistwalker, and seek your destiny. Ever shall the earth meet your footfall, and the wind guide your path. I forgot to send this earlier, guys. Welcome to the stream. All right, trial by wind. Now, level 10. What are we wearing? Let's see if it will show us. No, it won't let me. Sometimes it does. Amethyst hemp and coif looks like it's a great bonus until you remember you're wearing something that will not let you put stuff on your head. Gloves are at the same level. Shoes are at the same level. We will take the bronze pieces. Quest complete. Armory unlocked. Now, technically, this is the official unlock point for your armory. I tend to unlock it right at the very beginning, as you will have seen, because it's just convenient to have that already sitting there. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock the other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist in the corresponding guild. There exist myriad disciplines in Eorzea that adventurers can take up. For the most rewarding experience, however, it is recommended that you first focus on mastering your current class. Unlocking classes. You now have access to the armory system. Quests to unlock other classes can be undertaken by speaking to the receptionist at the corresponding guild. It should be noted that, in addition to martial classes, you may also choose to become a disciple of the hand, one who synthesizes items from hand materials, or a disciple of the land, one who harvests resources from the field. Mastering more than one class is the first step to becoming a well-rounded adventurer. I might add, when they say mastering your first class, they do mean getting your head around all the basics of that class before moving on to another, but they don't mean doing it for the full length of Final Fantasy. I'm pretty sure they just mean mastering it inside A Realm Reborn and then opening up other classes inside A Realm Reborn. I think. I could be really wrong as to their intent, but there's so many systems in the game that intertwine as you progress that it seems unlikely they would want you to go all the way to the end game and then come back and start again on each class. So that's my interpretation, and I might be incorrect. Let's wander back to the Ethernet shard rather than run all the way through, lest we yield to temptation. All of these that were read, these are the oh, did we just run away from our next quest? We did. We're going to go back for that. Those are the quests for your new for the new jobs and classes. So you want to be a botanist, so you want to be a lancer, so you want to be an archer, so you want to be a leather worker, so you want to be a carpenter. And each one of those has like a little mini story quest line to them as well, which is really nice. All right. Trial by water. Brother Isumi Yan wants you to learn about the element of water. It's good to see you again, Mistwalker. By the aura you exude, it is plain you have grown further as a conjurer. Man, you didn't notice before. The time has come that you acquaint yourself with the third element of our art, water. For the first part of your lesson, you are to take this flask of pristine water and pour it at the foot of the hedge tree found near the hawthorn hut. The water's purity will draw forth the corrupting entity that is siphoning the tree's life force. Dispatch this being, and then speak with Brother Joacin at the hawthorn hut. As you might expect, he is a conjurer with a fine ear for the murmurings of brook and stream. Listen well to his advice if you would learn to master the element of water. Right. So that's our level 15, isn't it? Oops. Yes. So each class goes to level 30 in quests. You get a quest every 5 levels at the very beginning. At level 30 for the magic and war classes, you will then be able to specialize, but only if you have, specialize into your next class. So Conjurer to White Mage, for instance, Lancer to Dragoon, and Archer to Bard in the case of Gridania. But you will only be able to do that if you've progressed far enough through the storyline, the main quest storyline, in order to be able to do that. We're going to go actually to the airship landing because that's the quickest way to get to Mother Mew. You need to click on it twice. Don't just do once and look at it and go, why am I not there? All right, up this way. Once you've unlocked every Aetheryte in New Gridania, you will be able to travel to the airship landing. Mother Mew. Hello there, Mistwalker. Word of your tireless efforts at Bent Branch Meadows has reached my ears. The folk there have naught but the highest praise for you. You certainly have a knack for making Mother proud. Keep up the good work, you hear? A letter from Luculot. A letter from Luculot. I haven't the slightest inkling what this could be about. Gods be good. I have a mission for you, Mistwalker. Suffice it to say, it is urgent. I fear it may also prove dangerous, however, so you must be prepared. Make what arrangements you can and report back to me the moment you are ready. All right, let's go. Now, let's just have a quick look. Excellent. And see if we have any extra gear. No, we don't. Alrighty. Mother Mew. To guard a guardian. Mew has a mind to assign you a mission of great import. Time is of the essence, so I shall speak plain. Based on Luculot's observations, the Ixal have designs on the Guardian Tree, and they mean to act soon. The tree is the oldest living thing in this ancient forest, and it is held sacred by every forest-born Gridanian. Should it come to any harm, the elementals would fly into a rage beyond pacifying. I dread to think of the chaos that would ensue. There isn't much time. We must act quickly. Mistwalker, please see this letter to the hands of Bowlord Lewin at the seat of the first bow in Quiver's Hold. Should the need arise, pray put yourself wholly at the man's disposal. I strongly suspect he will need all the able-bodied souls he can muster. The fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. Go swiftly, Mistwalker. All right, Misty, let's go. All right, rather than run, to the Archery Guild. We're going to grab the Etherite and travel through the Ethernet. All right. So what I'll do with this character is I'm going to work through to the highest, to the last quest in her quest series, and then I'll pick up the next quest. We'll probably work through the different classes and jobs. So basically, Conjurer, Scholar, Thaumaturge, Arcanist, and then of course you'll have Summoner in here. They all use the same gear. So to avoid my armory getting clogged, what I'm going to do is I'll work through through the healers, through the magical range DPS, then we'll come back to the physical range DPS. Because we're in a Realm Reborn, we'll probably stick with just most of these, unless I see Machinist we can't unlock until we get to Ishgard, Dancer we can unlock in Limbs of Leminza, Sage we can unlock in Limbs of Leminza, Astrologian we can't unlock till Ishgard, Red Mage is Ul'dah, Pictomancer is here, New Gridania, and Blue Mage is Limsa. So we'll try and unlock them as best we can, but we won't be able to progress them through the end of their stories until we move into the next DLCs. Once we've got these as unlocked as we can, we'll either move into tanking or we'll move into the melee DPS. It all depends on how the story goes. We might have finished a Realm Reborn by then, in which case we'll be moving into Heavensward, and we'll finish the quests for those that we've already started and then start a new one. The God's Quiver Bow. An urgent message from Mother Mune. Very well, you may enter. Alrighty. Lewin. So you are Mistwalker Lunara, the adventurer of whom I've heard so much. I understand you wish words with me. Mune is informed as information on the exile, you say? Speak freely. You have both my ears. No, I don't want your ears, mate. Matron for Fend! They mean to defile the Guardian Tree? Well, that's how it appears. Before Nofika, I swear those filthy birdmen will not touch it, nay, not so much as a single leaf. 12, help me. How can it be that neither the Wood Whalers nor the God's Quiver caught wind of this? I cannot help but think this plot bears the mark of the masked devil who has eluded us for so long. We must be wary. This incursion might be more than it seems. Ah, would that the warriors of light were still with us. But this is no time for such idle thoughts. I thank you for delivering this message. You may assure Mune that I will dispatch a unit of my best men to investigate. My lord! What is it? It's the Exile, sir. The Exile have amassed at the Guardian Tree. Already? Bloody hells! Mistwalker, Mune believes you capable, and I can think of no better judge than she. Lend us your strength this day. Aid in the defense of the Guardian Tree. All right. Let's go. Make haste to the Guardian Tree. Now, what is my gear like? If I'm going to make haste, let's do it properly. Yeah. Alright, we don't have headgear because of that. That's an item level 8. We need to replace it. We have 4 grand on us. We should be able to replace most of our gear for better gear before we leave. Let's do that so we can do the Guardian Tree some justice. We're not a member of a grand company, so we can't avail ourselves of company seals and company gear. So we're going to actually have to just go and do this the old-fashioned way. We're not going to use the boards. The boards tend to be more expensive for gear at this level than the things. I mean, I did do a crafting experiment where I crafted some low-level gear for half the price, but no one bought it, so it wasn't worth the effort at the time. I might have just hit the market at the wrong time, but most people at this level will either get their friends to craft them some gear or their free companies if they are in a free company, and then they'll gear up that way cheaply. But we're going to do it the old-fashioned hard way. The independent tailor in New Gridania is where you actually get your Disciple of War gear, your tanking gear, as well as your other gear. Let's just get rid of shops. We don't need to explain that one. We're going to go for Disciple of Magic gear because that's what we can wear. We are level 22. Let's see what we can get above level 20. We'll be a little bit ambitious. We only have 4,000, so we may have to forgo some of this. Yeah. Alrighty. Level 24. Level 28. Level 25. Level 22. A sugarloaf hat. Awesome. We're going to have a pointy hat. Let's go with that. Let's go and find ourselves a cotton robe that doesn't have a hood on it. So 21, 24. It says -1. We're going to pick it up anyway. I have a theory. We'll see if it works. Alright, level 21, cotton dress gloves. I know, don't look at my wealth rapidly vanishing into gear. Here we go. Cotton gaskins, level 22. That's the best we can do. Let's grab that stuff. And then we'll go for some cotton dress shoes, I believe, are the best we can do here. Alright. That should solve our gear problem a little bit. Let's just see how that goes. To recommended gear, everything is going to equip. Oh my god. I mean, the other one looked better, right? Yeah. How much have we got left? 1,054? Did that nice man sell? Because I'm pretty sure I saw circlets in here. Let's have a look at this. Okay, yeah, but they were... That's for the head. Right, we want to go see a jeweler next. Let's see if we can get our jewelry a little bit up. I know, my wallet's going, ouch. Independent jeweler, let's go. Battlecraft accessories. Now these, we do want to have this up, so see for your character. We've got some level 5 stuff on us actually. Okay, so we've got one level 11 ring, one item level 5 weathered ring. You know what? We're daft widgets. Yeah, that's okay. Alrighty, I was going to say we should have done the training with the smith because that would have given us better gear sooner. So, alright, brass ear cuffs, level 20. Let's see if the game will let us replace our little tatty bronze ear cuffs. Oh no, these aren't going to last for very long. We've already got a weathered choker, level 5. How much have I got left? 550. Alright. A brass gorget is pretty good. Let's beggar ourselves a little bit more. Let's see if we can change those in. Oops, that was my bad. I know, I hate buying jewelry because this is what happens. Fine. Game, unless it goes into here. No, it wouldn't have. I have plenty of space. Alrighty. Well, with our brand spanking, if someone threw up on me gear, I mean orange, purple, green. I know, Misty, I should stop insulting your gear. It is actually going to keep you alive a lot better than what you had. Make haste to the Guardian Tree. Hit on blue to get your map up to Bent Branch Meadows. We do not have enough to travel now. Actually, not we did forget to do, and I forget to do it every time. We've been picking up Allergan pieces. It doesn't matter which seller you go to for the Allergan pieces. We'll just talk to the apothecary, I guess. Actually, we will check our healing potions. I have 17. Yeah, we should be good. But we have 4 of these. Should be enough to get us over the thing. Grab your inventory, pop that up, find your Allergan pieces, right click and go sell, and you should be able to afford to travel to where you need to go. Oh, I know. I do it to myself all the time, on and off screen. I want to go here, but first I'll just make myself poor. Yeah, don't do that. You do a lot of running if you do it that way. Check our food. Our food has run out, so let's click on our food again. Always good to have a bit of a boost when we're running. Raisins will give us spell speed +8, vitality +1, and direct hit rate of +1. Always useful. Jumping into our teleport. We are going to Bent Branch Meadows. Oh wow, look, it's a little convocation of Another convocation of voyagers. I think these guys must hang out here quite often. And they have matching chocobos. It's very pretty. I know. So nice to see them. I wonder what they're doing. They're like, what just ran past us? Ah, guys, it's fine. I'm a baby junior character. We will eventually learn how to dye our clothes and start to travel with a bit of style if we can be bothered. Alrighty. They do say fashion is the end game in this game, but I don't know. There's also housing. I don't know because I haven't gone far enough through the end game to have everything done to just be poking with it. Tree slug. Look, it's in our book. It has a little half moon over its head. Let's get our rotations down. Also gives us an ability to check where we're at with our hitting. I know, those things are nasty if they get you. Good practice. We need to kill 3 of them. That's our first one. I wonder if we'll get 3 on the way down. I know, it's going to soak me with poison. I know. Oops. We still have to practice that slide step, I think. And also judging when things are going to hit us. We'll grab that one. That's our last. Actually, we'll grab this one. It's closer. And we're done. That should be that entry. Excellent. I found out what this dull piece of orange is. This dull piece of orange is, I think it's how long the bonus lasts or something, the food bonus. All right, make sure we're not in, oh, that's right, we're not in duty finder, we're good. God's Quiver Instructor. These little shiny things mean you're about to enter a duty for whatever it is you're doing. The Bowlord sent you, yes? Good to have you with us. The birdmen have completely surrounded the Guardian Tree, and their calls grow more urgent by the minute. Whatever it is they mean to do, we cannot let them go through with it. They must be stopped, no matter the cost. Just make a marker in there for that. All right. Let's proceed. I forgot to say what we were synced to. I love this game. O mournful voice of creation, O mournful voice of time. Actually, they should be going, Skrak, attend me all. To us this forest Tinoka belongs. Wisdom of paragons we possess, to our former glory restore us it will. From this tree a great crystal we take, unto Garuda an offering we shall make. Unfeathered ones and elementals banish we shall, our ancient home reclaim we will. Skrak! I can't believe I'm doing that. Look at this tree. First squad, left flank. Second and third, right flank. All right. Here we go. Music's a little soft. The rest, form the main host with me. It is high time we reminded our XIV guests why we quivermen are to be feared. This position is yours, adventurer. May the elementals keep you. I'm not staying here. Oh, central host. We're good. Just going to bring the music up because you can barely hear it. Squawk! Interrupt us, you dare! In our own blood, in your own blood you shall bathe. Wow, gruesome, bird. Gruesome. Alright, the key with this fight, as with so many others, keep your allies alive, take out the ads. I swear, why can it not just take the ones right in front of me? You're going to do them one batch at a time. When you're ready, Misty. So you see the damage that is being done even when you're not doing it. Some of that is the God's Quivers, and some of that... Now I was about to say we need to keep the bowmen alive, but it looks like we have our own conjurers, which reminds me, so did the Exile. Over here, take this one out. I might just make sure he's still got his wind on him. Alright, that should, oh no, become more. Another wave, where are they coming from? Well, wait, that one just went green. We're going to take the Sin Caller down. And his friend. I know, destroy the healers first. It's the rule of every battle. Slow beak. So what we're doing is we're freeing up the Wood Whalers to come in onto the centre. And to help each other. Will you just do something, girl? Let's heal him. And him. Okay, that's good. We want those guys in the middle. Can't get those. Now we can get this guy. Oh my god. Alright, let's bring this guy over here. A void scent? This bodes ill. Only if I can't keep it away from you, my friend. That is why I'm trying to keep it away from you. A Blanga. Alright, that's that done now. Impressive work, adventurer. The Bowlord bids you hold this position. Enemies may yet lurk near, so stay on your guard. We go bolster the left flank where the battle yet rages. What's that? Mind the car? Hey. Yeah, I know. I wouldn't be happy either, but it is a sacred duty. Uh-oh. The source of her strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. Ah, that cannot be good. It's all right, girl. O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I may smite mine enemies. Oh dear. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Defeat the masked mage. You better believe we're going to defeat him. He is not a very nice man. Let me just... I wonder if this calls him into the battle early. I hope not, because that would be, oh dear. I was about to say that would be really bad. Alright, we're just going to have to be up on our healing. And keep our hits in quick. So we should get 2 or 3 How is this possible? I know. I hope you're standing there with your jaw hanging open, mate, rather than shooting me with fireballs. It's not going to be possible if I don't keep healing myself, though. So if you're in a DPS class, you will have a slightly easier time. He did shoot me with a fireball. That's a bit rude. You're going to have a slightly easier time bringing down the guy, the gargoyle. Ida and Papa Limo, I'm really happy to see you. Now, is Papa Limo, he's a conjurer as well, I think. Or is he an arcanist? Oh no, he might be thaumaturge. I keep forgetting what he is. I've played this so often, and yet his class still escapes me because I have not paid attention to it. He is looking very thaumaturgy. Yes, because he doesn't have a bunny, so he's definitely not an arcanist. He's not doing healing, so he's not a conjurer. So there we go. Duty complete. The fact he's a Lalafell does not give it away. Ah, that the wisdom of the paragons should be brought low by mere mortals. Yep. Paragons? Yes, that's what I heard. The bringers of chaos, or Asians, to give them their proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Mistwalker, are you unharmed? Had I known this creature was near, I would have sent men, not called them away. You're okay. We got through it. There's no mistake, sir. He is the one who stirred the XIV from their nest. Our intelligence was reliable. So this is the man who has eluded us for so long. Right, we finally got him. We sensed an ominous presence and came here as swiftly as our legs would carry us. Well, it's good to know what we're up against, anyway. My thanks as ever, friends. Quiverman, move out! They're like, ooh, what's that? To say you played an instrumental role in the success of this mission would scarcely do justice to your efforts this day, adventurer. Upon your return to Gridania, pray visit me at Quiver's Hold. I will see to it that you receive the thanks you are due. You're probably wondering why we always seem to appear when there's trouble, right? Well, trust me when I tell you that it's almost never our fault. Despite what it looks like, Papalimo and I are actually helping the Gridanians. And we've been doing this for a good few years, too. Ooh, did I mention that we're not from around here? Well, yes, we are Chileans. However, did you know? So I wasn't mistaken. Mistaken? About what? Nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, you always do that. Mumble something loaded with meaning only to keep it to yourself when someone asks. It's unfair. It's especially unfair when that someone is me. Oh, do calm down. I'll tell you later. Huh, I bet you won't. Anyway, all's well that ends well. Quite. We'd best be on our way. See you later. She's actually not that much of an airhead, really. Ooh, what have we got here? I don't think you should pick up the nasty purple crystal. Oh, it doesn't think you should pick it up either. Wow. Wow, that is, that's gone now. I know, I am tempted. It's a level 14 fate. What's our gear level? Level 13. I still think we'll get mulched if we take it on. But, I mean, you know, we could. This is Lucas. It's actually one of the harder fates around. I don't want to get any closer to the target game. It's... Oh, well, that's not the right target. Alright, let's see if we can survive this one. I've never managed to beat him before, but then I've only tried once. So, and I did try with a lower level character that did not have the gear it needed. And I didn't know to get out of orange circles at the time. So, you know, we've learned a bit since then, in a couple of thousand hours. Did I get out of the way? I may not have gotten out of that one. Oh, he's shaken off my wind already. That's why we're not doing as much damage. And he headbutts. What sort of a slug are you? I mean, wagging the tail I understand, but the headbutt thing, man. How do you get off doing that? I'm not doing very well with my slide stepping either. Let's do a little bit of healing. And we'll refresh the wind just in time. That's really what's saving our bacon. Okay, this is not the slug I was worried about. The one I was thinking of divides into pieces. Okay, I'm trying to keep him in the middle. Uh-oh. Yeah, no, he does. That's right. Oh, no. Okay, let's just take each chunk on one at a time. I won't do what I did last time, which was the very foolish act of taking on all the chunks all at once. So if you have a look at the bar, we are very much not anywhere near finishing this fight. Oh my god, slug. Why did I do this again? Because it was entertaining. You don't actually often get to do this one. I am hoping to stay a little bit away from his other pieces so that I don't get picked on all at once, because these are quite a difficult Alright, so as you can see, we've got another piece of him done. The bar's gone up a little bit. He is getting easier to beat though. He just won't be if I keep standing in the goo. I know, what is this? Oh, no, bad slug. So we've just got to keep a little bit of situational awareness up. And also, the other thing we're watching is that we don't go outside the blue. Because that means we'll go outside of the... outside of the fate, which means we'll have to resync, which means we lose time. No. He's just divided into 100 little baby loos. Okay, maybe I won't pick on the big one. But we don't want to, like I said, we really don't want to get inundated by all of them because they are tricky. And we don't want to move to a position where we are outside the fate, because then we'll have to resync. But each one brings this bar up a little bit more. It's one of the most irritating fates around. Okay. I think we can take this one on, maybe. I hope I haven't made a mistake. Okay, outside. Oh. Rude. Okay, so he has a range as well. So as well as having the fate, you've got to stay inside. You have to stay inside their aggro box so that they don't run away. Okay, I gotcha. And so we have to do that as well as not going inside the aggro box for the others. Because if they go invulnerable, what happens is they regenerate all their hit points. Really unfair. I know, right? Oh no. Not what I wanted. Okay, at least we only aggroed one. I want to run away now, they're so slimy. We've only got 6 minutes too to get rid of all of them. And I am very tempted to aggro all of them, but I don't think I could take them all down in time anyway. And if I aggroed all of them, I don't think I'd take any of them down because we've got to move out of the thing in order to cast. Let's grab this one. Anyone behind me? No. Okay, so I can happily move in this area without, hopefully, I'm relieved to say there are no more little slugs happening, but I don't know if that's going to remain the case. So this is like 3 Lucas coals worth of slugs. That was close. Alright, let's grab this one then, seeing as it's so eager. You know, last time I did this, I ended up having the entire array of baby slugs chasing me. And needless to say, it did not end well. I mean, the slugs thought it ended just fine, but... yeah. Okay, I think it's just these 3 left. And is it just me, or are they actually getting easier to murder? A little bit of slug murder going on. Man, they move quick for little creepy crawlies, don't they? Supposed to slither slower. And of course, you got to try not to aggro the wrong slug. So the tree slugs around here aren't going to fight you unless you actually shoot them with your wand. And yes, don't do that. You'll be a sad bunny. We did it though. 28 gold doesn't seem worth it, but 2,760 XP makes it a little bit more palatable. Let's go and speak with Lewin. We'll into New Gridania. The 0 Gil. Oh, that's nice. Wonder when they did that. It's my home point. I didn't realize you could teleport into your home point for 0 Gil by hitting that either, but that's okay. Ethernet. Off to the Archers Guild. Alrighty. Yeah, so that darker orange line down here. So you see you've got your heavy orange line where your XP is. This darker orange line down here is how much longer your bonus is going to last. So that's good. God's Quiver Bow. Welcome back, adventurer. Your exploits at the Guardian Tree are the stuff of songs. The Bow Lord awaits you within. Let's go in. Lewin. I've awaited your return, Mistwalker. Allow me to thank you again for helping us defend the Guardian Tree. Not only did you put the invading exile to rout, you confronted the masked mage and his fell minion, and emerged the victor. I have good men and women under me, none of whom give me cause for complaint, but you, Mistwalker, are a class apart. Your strength, your determination, your heart. Well, you have all the makings of a great adventurer. Miyun is seldom mistaken in her appraisals, and she has plainly not mistaken now. Gridania is stronger for your presence. The Elder Seedseer will doubtless be pleased to learn that a capable adventurer like you has come to us. Once more I thank you. Owing to your valor, disaster has been averted. Wow, okay.
Elder
Oh,
Seedseer, my lady.
I am come to express my gratitude for your valiant efforts before the Guardian Tree. I am informed that an adventurer of singular talent now walks amongst us. You are she, are you not? My name is Kan-e Senna, and it is my solemn charge to watch over all who call Gridania home. Well met and welcome to our fair nation. It was your valor that won us the day, I believe. On behalf of all Gridanians, I offer you my humblest thanks. This gift I present to you as a small token of my gratitude. I hope that you will ever remain a friend to Gridania. Green Bliss is coming. It is an age-old ceremony to renew the bond between man and elemental. Over the centuries, it has blossomed into a joyous festival encompassing Gridanians from every walk of life. I should be most gratified if you would participate in the ceremony as emissary.
whoa.
Oh, such a great honor.
I look forward to seeing you on that most joyous of days. Till then, fare you well. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
I know, Bunny. What just happened? Wow. To guard a guardian, complete. And unique items as this item is special, you can never possess more than one at a time. We'll get quite a few of those as we adventure. Well, well, well. The plot thickens. It does. Let us speak to Lewin. Festive endeavors. Bowlord Lewin has information regarding your role in Green Bliss. Let me just mark this one. It's a quest name. None in Gridania can doubt your worth, Mistwalker, but to receive such praise from the Elder Seedseer herself. And nor is that the half of it. She chose you to play the role of emissary, for God's sakes. You, an outsider. Do you have any idea what this means? I can't do his voice. But of course you don't. You are not forest-born, which is rather the point. Mistake me not, I think you worthy, but your selection is all but unprecedented, and I'll wager you have not the faintest inkling what is required of you. There are preparations that the emissary must needs complete ahead of time. I suggest you consult Mioun regarding the matter. She is overseeing the arrangements for the event. Now you had best be going. The ceremony cannot commence without the emissary. Oh, and Mistwalker, don't make a hash of this. Don't make a hash of it? Wonderful adventurer, don't make a hash of it. What? Leave the seat of the first bow. And we're not talking ribbons here. We are talking pointy objects and twangy instruments. Here we are. All right. My goodness. Where are we going? We're going to go see Mother Mioun. Let's not run all the way. Back to the airship landing. Up the stairs. It's just quicker. As pretty as Gridania is, it's still a bit to traverse. All right. Well, well, if it isn't the emissary herself. Had I known you were coming, I would have baked a pie. You truly are full of surprises, Mistwalker. Next, you'll be telling me you're one of the Warriors of Light, back from a half-decade-long holiday. But let's speak of preparations. As you doubtless already know, Green Bliss is an age-old ceremony for strengthening the bond between man and elemental. These days, though, the name also refers to the festival at large. In the ceremony, the emissary serves as a conduit, a bridge between the people and the guardians of the Twelveswood. Suffice it to say, it is no small responsibility. Nor does the Elder Seedseer choose mankind's representative on a whim. Seldom in history have non-forest-born been chosen for the role, which should give you an idea of the magnitude of the honour being accorded you. For your part, you are required to wear a ceremonial artifact, which is presently in the keeping of Timbermaster Beaton. Go to the Carpenters' Guild and collect it from the man, and then return to me for further instructions. Well, this one we will have to kind of run. I mean, we could teleport to the etherite. It seems a bit of a waste. And then we could just run down over to here. But let's just cut the etherite out altogether. So many voyages. This is Zervan I'm playing on. And it's the quietest world in Oceania. Which does have its charms, but also its disadvantages. The nice thing is that when they draw for dungeons, they draw from all the worlds in Oceania, so that's good. Beaton, Guildmaster. So, you're the emissary to be. Mune sent word that you would be coming to collect the ceremonial artifact. The good news is that it's ready, painstakingly crafted by these very hands, and from the rarest of materials. Take it, along with this warning. Get so much as a scratch on the thing, and I shall make an unceremonial artifact out of you. I love the Timbermaster. Very passionate fellow. Let's head back to Mune. Alrighty. Back from your trip to the Carpenters Guild. Let's see what you have in that box. There we go. Ah, this is by far the finest Manoa mask I've ever laid eyes upon. The Timbermaster has truly outdone himself this time. In case he didn't mention, the mask is crafted from consecrated lumber rendered up by the Guardian Tree, solely for use in the ceremony. In other words, hi Banana Fish, how you doing? In other words, it is priceless. Mother bids you handle it with care. Nice to see you. And with that, your preparations are complete. The venue should just about be in order as well. If you have any questions, now's the time to ask them. Festive endeavors. Complete the quest. There we go. Mother Mune. Renewing the covenant. Mune has some final words of advice to offer regarding your role in Green Bliss. Now that you have the Manoa mask, all that is left is to participate in the ceremony. Perchance you are feeling nervous, but never fear. Despite all the pomp surrounding the role, there really is nothing to being emissary. Yeah, I'm good, thanks, Banana Fish. We're having a nice, quiet morning. The ceremony will be held at Mikado's amphitheatre. When you're ready, make yourself known to the caretaker there, a woman named Estain. Oh, and be sure to wear your mask, or she may not recognize you. Now off you go, Mistwalker, and good luck. Right, put my mask on to be recognized. I've got you. Okay. Off to Mikado's amphitheatre, where we will remember to don our mask upon arrival, hopefully. Alrighty, you'll see that our next quest marker is gone red. That's because we've forgotten to do something, or in this case I put off doing it. We are going into C for character. I'm going to grab my hat, and we're going to toddle over here and switch it out with the Manoa mask that we should be wearing. We won't update the gear set, that's okay, we'll leave it as is. And we'll just toddle on over to Estain. See how she's going. Hi. We're almost ready to leave Gridania now. Ah, you must be the emissary. I see you've come prepared. That is well. I've been instructed to escort you to your place. Please follow me.
Look! The Elder Cecia.
12 bless her heart!
I don't know if I like myself in that mask. There we go. Ah, Kuplukop. There we go, the ceremony itself.
May she find favor with the elementals.
Man, I wish I had better clothing for this one. Oh dear.
This radiance. Could it be a crystal of light?
We'll see.
Tell me true. Has the Mother Crystal revealed herself to you? Did you bask in her light? Have you, perchance, experienced sensations akin to ether sickness of late?
Uh-oh.
That Hydaelyn would speak directly to this woman. There once were dauntless adventurers who fought in the name of Eorzea. When the primals threatened to bleed the land dry, these brave men and women rose to face them. When the Garlean Empire resumed its war of conquest, they rushed to the realm's defense. And when it was foretold that Dalamud would fall, they fought with all their strength to deliver us from certain doom. Yet as strong and as brave as they were, they, like so many, disappeared amidst the flames at Cartano. None have forgotten the heroes who gave all for the sake of a realm not their own. Yet when we try to recall their names, we find the pages of our memories are blank, as if bleached by the sun. And when we try to recall their faces, we see them only in silhouette, as if they stood betwixt us and a blinding glare. Hence have these heroes come to be known as the Warriors of Light.
Wow.
Beholding you, illuminated by the glow of the crystal, I could not help but be reminded of them. The crystal has chosen you for a purpose. Trust to its guiding light, and all shall be revealed to you in good time. Though none can say for certain what the future will bring, it is my belief that you may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm.
And here we are, the
For
crux
the
of the
power
story.
of the echo resides within you.
Oh, oh dear. That had to be embarrassing. Wait, what's this? Cataclysm. I like how they introduce us to what happened, what's gone before. Dalamud, the moon.
Flames to the fore! Victory belongs to the bold! Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of!
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Is aught amiss?
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells!
Oh, hey, I don't blame them.
The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
I think he's indisposed.
Ah!
He knows what they want to say.
This is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. God preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
I think he's a bit busy.
God damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the 7th hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
Sorry, guys. I got a fly buzzing me.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir!
Oh no.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain.
If you guys ever get the chance, at the very beginning of when you log in, there's a chance to actually watch the trailers for each version. So there's a Realms Reborn trailer. If you watch that, it fills in a lot of what happens before the story starts, and it's actually not a bad watch. That one gave me goosebumps.
The adventurers fight bravely, but to
And
no
this is-
avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
And this is taken from that kind of scene. It's another aspect of the battle. It's just really good.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately. Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
Now, General.
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre.
Right.
This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louisoix. To your positions.
That I should live to behold Bahamut once more. Magnificent. The eons of imprisonment have only made him hungrier. I'm aware of them. Pay them no mind. They are powerless to act. It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. I'm not translating that. Someone is far too happy with the carnage. Wait, where am I? Ah, look who's back in the land of the living. You mean to say you don't remember a thing? You collapsed in the middle of the ceremony, gave us all a good fright, so we carried you back here. I must say, you're heavier than you look. Rude. You've hardly stopped of late. Your exertions must have caught up with you. But you adventurers are nothing if not resilient. Seeing as the worst is past, I shall take my leave and return to my duties. Oh, I almost forgot. The elder Seedseer told me she'd like to see you when you feel well enough. The gentle soul was almost as worried about you as I was, bless her. When you're back on your feet, be sure to visit her at the Lotus Stand. Alrighty. This, by the way, is your in-room. Okay, so you have a comfy feather bed, you have a toy chest, the unending journey, which I don't think we've unlocked yet. Oh no, we have. Look at that. So these are our quests, and it will gradually fill. Actually, I can show you where else to find that. In your journal, go J for journal, go to complete, and you get a very similar thing. Alrighty, this is your armoire where you can store stuff. Do we have stuff we want to store yet? Maybe our bunny stuff. Let's see if it will let us. It depends on how dented I made it. Store an item. The armoire, situated in your in-room, estate and squadron barracks. The armoire can be used to store certain kinds of items with limited methods of obtainment. These include job-specific gear, seasonal event garb, and so forth. You can determine whether or not an item can be stored in the armoire by viewing its item help window. Please note that only items with condition at 100% or above can be stored. Furthermore, storing an item will reset its spirit bond and condition, as well as remove customized elements such as dies and crests. We don't have any dies and crests to wreck. Let me see if there's anywhere else to check. It does make you go through all of them. Actually, we can just do it this way. Alright, so nothing to store in there. This is our glamour dresser. We have not unlocked glamours yet, so we'll get to that another time. We have a crystal bell. That crystal bell is, I forget what that's for. Let's poke it and see. You're not authorized to summon the esthetician. Right, I know who that's for now. Yeah. As you can see, I don't use the inn very often. This is the orchestrion. This is a music box. The orchestrion can be used to change the music in your estate or inn room, but only if you have first obtained song rolls. Rolls can be obtained through a variety of means, including synthesis, purchase in shops, and discovery in treasure coffers. After obtaining your roll, use it to add it to the track. Add the track to your orchestrion list. Accessing an orchestrion will open the settings interface. From here, you can listen to any tracks you have registered as well as select that track to play in your estate or apartment. Shared estate background music can only be changed if you have been granted the proper authorization. A feature unique to orchestrions in estates and apartments is the ability to register tracks to a playlist. Up to 8 songs can be registered to a playlist, which can then be played in order. Shuffled or a single track can be selected to play on repeat. Playback options for the playlist can be accessed via subcommands or the buttons found at the bottom of the playlist. Tracks not listed in the playlist can also be set as estate background music by using the select track option at the bottom of the interface. That's probably a little bit advanced for where we're at. This is our orchestrion roll. You can open it up to see what you've got in the field by pressing Ctrl O. And it will give you a list. If you want to find out where to find various songs, just hover over it and it will change. This is all available for purchase in Gridania. Actually, don't hover over it, click on it. So, Born of the Boughs, obtained from treasure hunts, so are these. I Am the Sea, you get it in Limbs of Leminza, Ul'dah, Gridania, and so on and so forth. Each one, however, has a tab. Each tab has a scroll down. There are a lot of songs to collect. So if you ever wonder why I'm fascinated and get a bit excited whenever I see a new orchestrion roll, now you know. Because I like to collect them all. Okay, where are we going? Speak with Khan A. Senna at the Lotus Stand. Alrighty. Time for a little jog. We're going to head on up to the Aetheryte. The Lotus Stand is right next to the Conjurer's Guild, so we're going to grab that and we're going to head on out that way. Okay, and Conjurer's Guild. Boom. Let's go. Time to speak with Kane Senna as part of the Renewing the Covenant quest. Ah, you are Mistwalker Lunara, are you not? I bid you welcome, my lady. The elder Seedseer left word that you would be joining her at the Lotus Stand. May I show you in? Alright, down we go. I mean, you can skip all the cutscenes if you really want to, but honestly, if it's your first time playing, at least go through the story once, just to get a feel for what it's really all about. I have looked forward to your coming, Mistwalker, but tell me, are you recovered? I am most glad of that. Now I hope you will not doubt the earnestness of my concern, but I would ask a favour of you. Nor can I deny that I summoned you here in part with this in mind. Know, however, that I proceed only upon the understanding that you are rested and well. I certainly am. Here we go. The Gridanian Envoy. Thank you for hearing me out. Khan A. Senna would entrust you with a task of great import. I have written a letter to my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. This game is so pretty. The Battle of Cartano and the calamity that followed claimed countless souls and left countless more bereft and alone. In the dark days that followed, many were the survivors who thought themselves less fortunate than the dead. 5 years have come and gone, but the land and the people still bear the wounds of the devastation. Nor are we any closer to learning the fate of the Warriors of Light. Yet so long as we live, never must we give up hope. We owe this to those who laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. In remembrance of them, a memorial service will soon be held upon the anniversary of the Battle of Carteneau. This missive bears the details of that service. You graciously accepted the part of emissary in the recent ceremony. Should you be so willing, I would now make you my envoy and have you bear my message to our allies. Your dedication to the people of Gridania rouses fond memories in me, and I would choose no other for the role. Will you do me this favor? Humbly, I thank you. As you are no doubt aware, our partners in the Eorzean alliance lie some considerable distance away, nor are Ul'dah and Limsa Luminza close to one another. Yet fear not, for I have no intention of subjecting you, mine own newly anointed envoy, to a journey which would take weeks by land. No, I mean for you to travel by air. Receive of me this airship pass. With it you may make use of the skyways that connect the 3 city-states of the Alliance. The airship landing is situated upon the lower floor of the Carline canopy. Simply show your pass and you will be admitted to the departure area. Before you embark upon your journey, however, you would do well to seek the worldly wisdom of Mioun. Few forest-born Gridanians know more of the lands beyond the Twelveswood than she. In better times, airships were available for the convenience of one and all. Alas, the risk that our crafts may fall to Imperial attack has forced a reduction in the number of flights. Consequently, it has become necessary to restrict air travel only to those whose need is great. Such individuals may petition the relevant parties to be issued an airship pass. As you may have deduced, I myself am one such party. Yet I was not alone in desiring that you be granted the privilege of air travel. Such is the potential you show. We have no doubt but that you will reward our faith in you, Mistwalker. By the power vested in me, I bid you journey forth as my envoy into the great realm of Eorzea. Walk her fields, brave her seas, and strive to know her better. And wheresoever you go, go without fear, for the path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. Guided by the crystal's light, set forth and discover your destiny. Now that's the second person who's told me to do that. First Esumian, and now this Elder Seeds here. Let's go. Wouldn't mind finding more of that purple gear, that'd be good. Rightio. Wow, okay. I know we still have the trial by water to do, but I think we'll escape Gridania first and maybe unlock our first dungeon. Alright. Let's go to the airship landing. It's much quicker this way. Find the airship ticket, huh? No. Upstairs to Mioun first. It's still quicker this way though. Here we are. "'Tis good to see you up and about again, Mistwalker. Tell me, did you pay the Elder Seedseer a visit as I bade?" I did. Appointed personal envoy? And now you are to bear the Elder Seedseer's missive to our allies. Well, it seems you've made an impression on the great woman. I can't argue with her judgment, though. You've earned this honor with tireless hard work, and anyone who says you don't deserve it had better not do so in my hearing. Oh my goodness. I find myself praising you often of late, but Mother is truly proud of you. Short of a warrior of light, I can imagine no better adventurer to represent us, and that, my girl, is some compliment. Now, but I've flattered you enough for one day, and I don't want your head to get too big, or you'll struggle to lug it around the realm. Speaking of which, Eorzea is a big old place. Now that you have an airship pass, you can really start to broaden your horizons. The sky's quite literally the limit. Even if your errand didn't call for it, I would strongly suggest visiting the 2 other city-states of the Alliance before you go anywhere else. They are, of course, Limsa Lominsa, the city of pirates, and Ul'dah, jewel of the desert. Actually, I think Ul'dah's the city of pirates, and Limsa is the jewel of the seas, but that's just me. Once you've acquainted yourself with them, you can turn your sights on whichever lesser-trodden region takes your fancy. The calamity changed the face of Eorzea, and much of her now lies in shadow beyond man's ken. It's a veritable playground for a wide-eyed adventurer like your good self. Mind you, it won't be all fun and games. Each nation faces its fair share of problems, from internal strife to conflict with the beast tribes and their primals, so don't be too surprised if you find yourself embroiled in the odd unsavory situation on your travels. But no matter what difficulties you encounter, I am confident that you will pull through and emerge the stronger for the experience. These are interesting times for Eorzea Mistwalker. It's been 5 years now since the calamity, but folk are finally beginning to look to the future. A period of great change is upon us, and you have a part to play in it. And if that prospect doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. All right, let's go to speak to Lionel at the airship landing, because that's where I was jumping the gun for. I know. Here we go. Leonelaise. Greetings, good madam. This is the reservation counter for Limsa Lominsa bound flights. Oh, are you not Mistwalker Lunara, the Elder Seedseer's personal envoy? We at Highwind Skyways are honored to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Absolutely, yes, thank you. Ooh, time to go. All right, where are we at? To the gangplank. Let us board the airship. Attention all passengers. The airship bound for Limsa Lominsa is about to depart. Please make your way to the boarding gate. I forgot to check her mask. Never mind. There we go. Where are those two going? Farewell, Mistwalker. Oops, I should push the button. I'm waiting for the next scene to roll. Got lost in it. One day, minstrels will sing of your deeds. May you ever walk in the light of the crystal. I know, here we go. Ooh, I forgot about that. Uh-huh.
It has been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our
Wow, he wrote it down.
conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods.
Uh-oh.
Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balthar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Man, where have you been?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in?
Okay.
We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
Uh-oh.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume.
Uh-oh.
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all.
Who's Frumentarium? Oh, the other engineer steps away. Wow.
Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
Right.
At once, my lord.
Good answer. Right?
Garland, soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Nero Tolskaver. Here we go. All right, before we go any further, once we get out of the cutscene, let us grab our character. See, we play keyboard and mouse here. We're gonna equip everything. All right, back to our sugarloaf hat. I don't know if that's an improvement. Update our gear set. We get some new gear there. Maybe I can get some more new gear, or at least, you know, different colored gear, something like that. I need to get out of here. Now, I remember getting horribly lost the first time I did this because I couldn't find the little flamey circle. Ah, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. My Lady Admiral Blofiswin awaits your arrival. All right. Let's have a quick chat with the Storm Honor Guard. You are the Gridanian envoy. Welcome to Limsa Lominsa. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the crow's lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthael. He will be pleased to show you into the Admiral's command room on the bridge. Okay, we'll talk to Blanhas here. Ride the lift to Bulwark Hall. Yes, please. Find Xanthael. He's over here. Storm Sergeant Xanthael. Greetings, madam, and welcome to our fair city. If you would permit me to examine the seal on the missive you carry. I would indeed. Here you go. Yes, everything seems to be in order. My apologies. We cannot afford to be complacent, you understand. Please step this way. Here we go.
Enter.
Wow.
I did not expect the Gridanian envoy to be an adventurer. It speaks highly of your character that the Elder Seatseer would choose an outsider to represent her nation's interests. This way. I bid you welcome. I am Melvib Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from the Black Shroud?
A memorial service to honor the fallen. Seven hells. Has it been 5 years? I'll get her voice eventually. 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp? It was in answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald is not content to wager all on a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans, the Meteor Project. Legatus Nail Vandanus, hells take him, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to Cartano Flats, and there met the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamud came a winged nightmare, a dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smouldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Where Archon Louis still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nations struggle to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their damned primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only of the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. Damn it all. We need champions to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. I, Carne Senna, has the right of it. I accept her proposal. There's such a good naval salute, that. Straight up and down. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Elder Seedseer receives my reply. You travel next to Ul'dah, yes? Pray give my regards to General Raban. Oh, and tell him the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste, but I would have you tell it all the same. Fare you well, Mistwalker. May the navigator guide you on your journey. All right. Now, while we are in Limsa Lominsa, there is one thing we have to do, or we should do. We don't have to. I mean, if you choose not to, you're not doing anything wrong. But one thing we should do before we depart, and that is attune to the Aetheryte here. Of course, I've just gone and run upstairs when I should have been downstairs. Let's go back down to Bulwark Hall. This time I will take the lift, and we'll head on out to the Aetheryte Plaza. Yes, Bulwark Hall. Sorry, I'm trying to remember. Limsa Lominsa, the lower decks, is where you'll find your Aetheryte, and I forgot. It's actually straight out this door here. So there's your lift over there, and Xanthal Storm Sergeant, there's your lift. There we go, straight out the door. And you will find the main Aetheryte of Limsa Lominsa. Now, it's never enough to just, well, okay, for some people it is enough, but I like to get this part of the game done before I start the next, and that is, I really, really prefer to get all of these Aetherytes unlocked. So we want to go down this way. We want to get the Hawker's Alley Aetheryte unlocked. And then we'll get the Conjurer's Guild Aetheryte unlocked. And then we'll go and get the Fisherman's Guild Aetheryte unlocked. And then we'll ride the lift again. And so this is our Hawker's Alley, so straight to the markets we can go if we wish. I try and do it in the quickest way possible, but I think I mess it up every time. Oh dear. Let's just go. Alright, let's go unlock the Aetherytes in Limsa. Over here, this is the Conjurer's Guild Aetheryte. These will make our lives a lot easier. It's like right now you're like, oh, why do it? Why not just get on with the story? Well, because later on we're going to want to have done all of this. And it's going to be a pain in the patootie to have to do it when we could have already finished it. The reason we're coming back up to here is because we can get to the fisherman's Aetheryte easier by just going down this ramp here. See a few of the sites as we go. Some of the pickup quests that we get for this city are really important. We will be coming back to grab the challenge log as soon as we can. I might go back to Gridania to get the sightseeing log. They're kind of important. Alright, we'll grab that. And let me just check. So into the Aetheryte. You can see we've unlocked all of the Aetherytes on the Limsa Lominsa lower decks. We now need to go to the upper decks. The quickest way to do that is to head on up to the Aetheryte Plaza. We'll take the Ethernet to do that, and then we're going to zippity-doo-dah our way into Bulwark Hall, and then we're going to go grab the elevator up to the Drowning Wench. So we'll talk to Greyfar. Hi Greyfar, Drowning Wench please. So I do this while I'm doing the envoy. I mean, you can nail the envoy quest down pretty quickly if you want to, but not that door. Wait, no, definitely not that door. Okay, you can tell which door you need because there's a set of stairs. You can see a set of stairs outside it. So you want to head on out to this one where we're going to pick up the Aft Castle. It's one of the more important ones because it's the one you'll always come to if you want to go to the Drowning Wench from the Aetheryte. It's also the one you'll come to if you are a member of the Maelstrom, and many of our main story quests will take us into there, so that's important. Now we're going to go for a little jog this way. I do need to use the map quite a lot with this game because, especially with Limsa, I just get lost so much in Limsa. We're going to go and get the Culinarians Guild Aetheryte. It's over there. See it just on the edge of the screen there. It's vanished again. So we'll go grab that one. So we now have this one done. And then I think we just have one more to go. So we'll grab that. And we can go a number of ways. I'm just going to go back out to here. And into this one. I know we do want that quest eventually. But what we want right now is this Ethernet shard. And this should unlock the entire Ethernet, including the airship landing. Because we've completed it. There we go. You have attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Limsa Lominsa. The Zephyr Gate, the Tempest Gate, and the airship landing are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. But will the game let you move? Not yet. You have to wait for the little announcements to go. And then, my friends, we're going to go to the airship landing. No running, no jumping, just straight up to the landing. Alright, let's give our ticket to Lenoflo. Greetings, madam. This is the counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. A pleasure to serve you again, madam. Are you ready to board the airship to Ul'dah? I certainly am. Let's go. Alrighty. Let's board the airship. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness. I thought we were about to get another visit from the the Ghanaians again. All right. I don't think No. What level are we now? 23. We're getting there. Arrivals attendant. Ah, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Ul'dah, madam. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Alright, let's leave the landing area. Head on over to the Flame Honor Guard, who looks like he's waiting for us. Welcome to Ul'dah, madam. We've been expecting you. Flame General Raban will receive you at the Fragrant Chamber. Please take the lift down to the Hustings Strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenade. Lift. Down in here. And we will speak to Nanahomi. I'm not going to say how many times I tried to open that door without talking to him. Down to the Hustings Strip, they said. Here we are in Ul'dah. Let's go meet the Flame General. I know, we did just travel down from the airship landing for that. We will unlock this Ethernet shard on the way through. No telling how useful that will be. And actually, we might take a little detour. Oh no, we'll take a little detour on the way back. It's alright, let's go meet the Flame General. That one's kind of in our face, so we might as well not ignore it. To tell which set of stairs you need to take to meet important personages in this area, it's the step with the pretty gold strip down the center of the carpet. And here we will meet young Bartholomew. Greetings. The Gridanian envoy, I presume? Would you be so good as to follow me to inspect the missive you bear? As to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, madam? My thanks. I know, now I'm filling in words that aren't there. What's wrong? Ah, yes, the seal of the Elder Seedseer. Please, proceed. All right, Raban.
Ah, a guest from Gridania. I thought I smelled leaf mold.
Hey.
I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Kane says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Ixal.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Raban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
Cartano. Aye, I remember bloody Cartano. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? So my counterparts have educated you. Oh, trust Melwib to make light of our wolf problem. Woman always did have a black sense of humour. Wolves are bloodthirsty beasts, upon which one cannot turn one's back. 'Tis only a matter of time before they bite. So it was with the Garleans, 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbours. Led by then Legatus Solus Galvus, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilsabard to heel, and so the Legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders, and their commander, Legatus Gaius van Belsar, has long harboured ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear he would fall like so many others before us, and not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa Lominsa, so we would fall, and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes, never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided, adventurer, an alliance in name only. Hey, Too Lucky, how are you? Nice to see you. But the wolf cares not for the plight of his prey. The Garleans stir, and the Admiral would not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more. That much is clear. And if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Carne will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Ooh, okay. How's your day been, Too Lucky? Shall I inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with Her Grace myself. Very good, sir. The Elder Seedseer will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. You just got off work? Nice, nice. So you're about to head into some gaming? A bit of quiet time? Let's complete the envoy. You may now make use of the airship routes connecting the three nations. Before you may board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare in guild. Yeah, good. Playing anything in particular? This one or another one? Achievement. Gone from Gridania. Minions. You have obtained a whistle with which you can summon your very own minion. To learn the call minion action, you must first use the whistle. Once you've used the item, a new entry will appear in your minion guide, found under character in the main menu. You can either initiate the action from this menu or drag the icon, set it to one of your hotbars, and initiate it from there. To send your minion away, simply reselect the summoning icon. Minions can be summoned or dismissed at any time, and the whistle has no recast timer. Once you've learnt the summoning action, you will never lose it, and it can be used with all classes or jobs. You can only summon one minion at a time. While minions do not generate any enmity, neither will they participate in battle. If you are KO'd, your minion will simply wander off back to wherever it is it rests until you call upon it again. Of course it will. Alright, into our inventory. We have an airship. Let us right-click and use. We can now summon the wind-up airship. Ooh, Monster Hunter Stories 3. I haven't played that. Is that good? Is it a really good, solid game? Has it got a story in it? Let's grab that while we're here. Oops. There we go. I have Monster Hunter, the first couple. I haven't really played a lot of them though. Minion guide. This is where your minion guide is, guys. You go into your main menu and it has some story. Nice. Good. Select character. Grab your minion guide. This is your minion. If you've got a green dot, you have a new one you haven't looked at. So this is our new dot. It doesn't look like I can summon my minion yet. There usually is a little icon down here. Sure, I'll find it. Actually, we'll go into actions and traits. Go into general. Yeah, no, it's not there. Main commands. It's usually at the bottom of the minion screen. That's alright. It has some story. Yeah, good. Alright. Call of the Sea. Description. Bartholomew has information that may be of interest to you. Ah, my lady envoy. I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you do not mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa in the near future? If so, I have some information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Badaron, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Badaron would doubtless be pleased for you to offer him your services. Looks like we're off to Limsa, but not before we unlock the Ul'dah Aetheryte. It's that we haven't gotten yet. I'll just drop that into chat so that we can know where we're at. Rightio. Now up on the main floor, the top floor here, there are two. We've already unlocked one because we was there when we came in. The next one we're looking for is this little signpost here. Has an alchemy symbol on it. So we want to head on up these stairs. Around the corner. Hang a sharp right. Up onto the top. So every time I hit a new city that's got an aetheryte system, this is one of the first things I do because it just makes moving around so much easier, regardless of whether you're about to spend time in it or not. It means when you come back to it with something definite in mind, you don't have to faff about. Let's go to the Chamber of Rule. Alrighty. Then we're going to find the lift again and we're going to head on down to the Ruby Road Exchange. Actually, that's up this way. I mean, we could just, yeah, we could just kind of wander until we're lost. But let's speak to Lolamaya. And go down to the Ruby Road Exchange. And let's go find our first aetheryte. The closest one will be the Adventurers Guild, which is through here. I mean, you can go down to the street and do it, or you can cut through the Adventurers Guild itself. It's the door just on this side of the Levmet, and then down the stairs. Kinda simple. Alrighty. Now, how are we going to do this? Well, we're going to go and unlock the Chocobo Keep. Nice thing about the Chocobo Keep, even if you don't unlock it, you can rent the porter. If you haven't unlocked the porter at the other end, we can go to Horizon if we really want to, but not today. That will make our life easier another day. Let us head on down to the main aetheryte, which is down this way, next to the Hall of Flame. I really love the way this game is just presented. It's awesome. Every city, the three main cities are quite distinct in flavour and in look. It's like they haven't just copy and pasted it. They've really, really designed it well. Look at it. It's just awesome. Alright, this way. We're going up to the one that I always forget to do, which is the Thaumaturge's Guild, which is right up the top here. And then we're going to head on down through the Gladiators Guild and do the next section. I'm pretty sure that those are the only three aetheryte in this part. Alrighty. So we've got this. No, let's not go down into the crypts today. Down into the Gladiators Guild. Just go onto our map. So 1 and 2 and 3. Yep. Into here. Now the Gladiators Aetheryte is actually on the other side. So we're into the middle section of the Aetheryte system here. I was thinking of going up the other, whoops, going up the other side and grabbing the Ethernet shard over here. We'll grab that thing. There are quite a few Aetheryte shards in Ul'dah. Alright, now we're going to make a nice, neat little circuit and just get these last few Aetherytes. There's like 4 more of them. So off to the Goldsmiths Guild. We're pointing in the right direction. You'll also note that the signposts, and I never noticed this before, but the signposts will kind of tell you that says airship landing. Am I really pointing in the right direction? No, because I've just gone up the stairs. We want to go down here. So you go down here, and then you hang a bit of a... Nope, don't go down here. Oh, am I lost in Ul'dah? What a surprise. Alright, you know where we're going? Into the center. I know, I get lost in Ul'dah quite often. 2,000 hours of play in this game, and I still get lost in Ul'dah. Alrighty, now we should be fine. I know, I don't trust all the signposts now. But they're a pretty good indicator. Here we go. Attuning to the Goldsmiths Guild. And down through here, I believe. Yes, here we go. Where we will attune to the Miners Guild. And then around this way, where we'll hang a left, a right, no, a left, and we'll attune to, I think this is the Clothiers Guild. Weavers Guild, I'll get there eventually. And then last but not least, we'll head on down through the more questionable parts of town here. Take the back alleys, and we will attune to the Sapphire Road Exchange, if I remember rightly. I could be mistaken. Here we go. Boom. Now that should be the last one, yes. You have attuned yourself to all the Ethernet shards in Ul'dah. The Gate of Nuld, the Gate of Thal, the Gate of the Sultana, and the airship landing are now accessible as Ethernet destinations. Alrighty. And I still can't move until the little announcements go. I know, they freeze you in place. You will know what you have access to. So I'm guessing with all of that unlocked, we've now left Britannia. We still have our White Mage stuff to do, so we better not forget to do that in between. But we have we can actually leave it until the main story quest takes us back to East Shroud and the Hawthorn Hut, because we will be going there. We can kind of enjoy this part of the story quest without too many problems. But we might head back to the airship landing. I mean, look, we could travel, theoretically, we could travel to Limsa Lominsa. But if we do, it'll cost us 456 gold. Or we could take the airship, which will cost us less than half, I think. Let's find out. Speak to Eleonora. Purchase passage to Limsa for 120 gil, okay? So if you're starting out and you're a little short of gil and you don't have enough to teleport, don't forget you can use these things. Now, I was pretty sure... Oh no, I haven't done this journey. That's right. So we've travelled from Limsa to Ul'dah, but we haven't travelled Ul'dah to Limsa. But I will check my settings to make sure that we don't have a repeat of every single transport ride. Pretty sure I did it first up. Alright, to make sure that you're not going to get that scene playing every time, but only playing the first time, you hit escape. Go to your character configuration. I think it could be system. Let's go character first. Yep, okay. In the very first tab on character configuration, under general, you'll see cutscene skipping. So this will skip the playback of previously viewed scenario cutscenes, previously viewed transportation cutscenes, and previously viewed housing cutscenes. These scenario cutscenes include the cutscenes that you get in dungeons. So if you've had the initial cutscene of the dungeon, then you will not get it a second time. And also that includes the one at the very end for the main boss. So normally in a dungeon you have a cutscene on entry and a cutscene just before the main boss. This allows you to skip that and to proceed more smoothly through the dungeon itself. Alrighty, let's go and find the Drowning Wench, where our next main scenario quest is. But I think I've been streaming for nearly 3 hours and I am thinking it might be time for me to finish up for the day. So next episode what we're going to do is we are going to go and have a quick chat with Baderon. I might finish this one first before we start the next one. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in a... Hey, I'm Baderon, alright? Who's asking? Ah, heard as you've got a job for a capable adventurer, you say. Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are reliable to get downright bleeding airy. And if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll fill you in on the details. He will too. Alright. We are not a tank. We are not a warrior. We are, however, a magic user, and we could definitely do with a different colour. We also gain some Phoenix down, which will enable us to revive an incapacitated player in a dungeon. So if you can't resurrect like we can, you can use the Phoenix down to resurrect your players, which is handy if your healer's down, okay? Please note that the use of Phoenix down is restricted in certain duties, and they will be identified by Phoenix down not allowed in their information. Tufts of Phoenix down may be obtained by completing quests, purchasing them directly from apothecaries and junk mongers. Alright, so we've just got some gear. Let's get into the habit of going C for character. Recommended gear. Looks like we may already have something better. Oh, that's a shame. I thought it said it was a better thing. That's alright. I do make these mistakes with this game. It's like, that looks good. Oh wait, no, it's not as good as I thought it was. Alrighty, but rather than pick up on Baderon's quest straight away, there's two things we want to do here. We want to talk to Baderon and pick up the next main story quest, and then we definitely want to talk to Itolwan, because Itolwan has, if I can just grab my M, Itolwan has something, Rising to the Challenge. This is our challenge log quest. You need it to unlock your challenge log, which will enable you to level up, not just in the early stages, but throughout the game. So it's a handy dandy little add-on, little addition to have in your logs, okay? Alrighty, but guys, I think on that note, I am going to bid you adieu. If you enjoyed it, I look forward to seeing you next time, and have a really good day out there. Enjoy your gaming, Too Lucky, and I'll see you around. I'm going to be running Final Fantasy again in about 4 days' time, and we're going to run a little bit of Elder Scrolls Online in about 2 days' time, at about this time of day. But until then, I'll check you later. Take care. Thanks for hanging with me.